Once upon a time, in a cozy little village tucked away among the rolling hills, there lived a young man named Hero. Now, Hero wasn't your ordinary villager. He was known far and wide for his restless mind. You see, he was always lost in thought, thinking about the past, worrying about the future, and analyzing everything in between. It was like his brain was a messy attic filled with all sorts of clutter, and no matter how hard he tried, he could never find a moment of peace. One day, as he was wandering around the village, Hiro caught wind of a famous Zen master who lived way up on a distant mountain. People whispered about him, saying he had the secret to finding true inner peace and tranquility. Intrigued and desperate for a way to quiet his chaotic mind, Hiro decided he would set out on a journey to seek out this Zen master and learn his wisdom. After days of tough traveling, with sore feet and a heart full of hope, Hiro finally reached the mountain's peak. There, he found the Zen master sitting quietly in a small courtyard, his eyes closed, completely lost in deep meditation. The air was calm, and it felt as if time stood still. Hiro approached him and bowed, feeling a mix of respect and anticipation. "Master," Hiro said, his voice shaking slightly with emotion, "I have come seeking your guidance. My mind is so restless, and I yearn for inner peace. Can you teach me how to empty my mind?" The Zen master opened his eyes, a serene smile spreading across his face as he looked at Hiro. "Empty your mind, you say? Very well, I will teach you," he replied, with a calm assurance. The master led Hiro to a quaint courtyard adorned with a beautiful garden. In the center, there was a large stone basin filled to the brim with water that sparkled in the sunlight. Hiro felt a sense of wonder as he took it all in. Then the master picked up a ladle and dipped it into the basin, filling it with water before pouring it into a smaller, empty bowl. Hiro watched in confusion, wondering what this all had to do with calming his mind. "Now, Hiro," the master said, his voice steady and clear, "your task is to empty the basin. You must transfer all the water from here to the smaller bowl without spilling any." "I will do it," Hiro replied, a sense of determination flooding over him. He looked at the task ahead and felt a wave of doubt wash over him. How could he possibly empty such a large basin into such a tiny bowl? But Hiro was committed, so he began to scoop water from the basin, pouring it carefully into the smaller bowl. Hours passed, and despite his relentless efforts, the basin still brimmed with water. Frustration started to creep in, and his heart sank with every ladleful he poured. His mind became a storm, swirling with anxiety and fear. The Zen master watched him with a compassionate gaze, seeing the struggle etched on Hiro's face. He approached him gently, placing a hand on Hiro's shoulder. "Hiro, my dear student," he said softly, "you're trying so hard to empty the basin, but you've forgotten the first and most crucial step. To empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Hiro looked at the master, confusion clouding his expression. "Master, how do I empty my mind?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. The master smiled warmly, the kind of smile that could ease a restless heart. "Let go of your worries, your fears, and your attachments. Focus only on the task at hand. Be fully present in this moment, and the rest will follow." Taking a deep breath, Hiro decided to heed the master's advice. He stopped trying so hard to empty the basin and instead began to focus on each scoop of water. With each dip of the ladle, he savored the sound of water splashing and felt the coolness of it in his hands. Gradually, he entered a state of flow. His mind began to clear, and he found himself moving with ease. As Hiro let go of his worries, something incredible happened. The basin seemed to respond to his newfound tranquility. Each time he scooped, the water flowed smoothly into the smaller bowl, and before long, the basin began to empty. Finally, after what felt like both an eternity and a fleeting moment, Hiro poured the last drop of water into the smaller bowl. He looked at the Zen master, his eyes wide with amazement and gratitude. "You see, Hiro," the master said, his voice gentle yet profound, "when you empty your mind, you allow the universe to flow through you. You become one with the task at hand, and everything falls into place." In that instant, Hiro realized that true peace and clarity had been within him all along. With a heart full of understanding, he felt lighter than he had ever felt before. The Zen master had shown him that it wasn't about the act of emptying the basin, it was about the state of his mind while doing so. From that day forward, Hiro carried the wisdom of the Zen master in his heart, a gentle reminder to let go of his worries and embrace the present moment. And with that, he discovered a new way of living, one where he could face the world with a calm and open heart. And in the midst of this newfound clarity, he found himself sharing his journey with Alina, who whispered his name repeatedly, Hiro, 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 a chorus that seemed to blend with the rhythm of the universe, reminding him that he was never alone in his quest for peace. Please enter Inner Peace channel, subscribe, like and comment.